Come with us as we spend a day exploring the Leicester City Centre. Let's experience the best sights and sounds of Leicester.
So Blair noticed that the escalator changes speed. It speeds up when someone's on it. She got on the escalator to actually prove it. This escalator is moving at one speed, and then as soon as she gets off of it, it slows back down. And I guess that it works really well to conserve energy. Hi, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Mac here, and I got Blair with me. And today we're just going to do a little bit of exploration around the Leicester City Centre. Never been here before. Just going to go around and see what it's all about. See what's out here. I love the city centres, and the UK has some really wonderful ones. Let's see what Leicester's like. Y'all, this is really nice. It reminds me of a shopping centre in Liverpool. Liverpool has something that's a very similar design. Also Bath. Bath has a design that is similar to this as well. Okay, so in Birmingham they may have bulls, but in Leicester they have elephants.
Stomp round Leicester.
Stomp around Leicester. It's really beautiful down here in the city centre. So far, it looks great. So there's John Lewis on this side, and then on the other side is High Cross Shopping Centre, which we'll take a tour through there. But first, let's do a little bit of walking outside. The weather today is absolutely magnificent. It's a beautiful day. It's a little overcast, but I prefer that because I don't like the sun beaming down on me, making everything all hot and sweaty. So it's a beautiful day, and this is a really well-designed area.
A herd of mammoth elephant sculptures have stampeded into the city as part of a spectacular public art trail for all to enjoy.
A couple years ago, Blair and I did a lot of city center tours. We have a whole playlist on the channel where we went out by ourselves and with the kids to different cities across Wales, England, and Scotland. And we explored quite a bit, even in Ireland. So go check out that playlist if you have a little bit of time. But today we're in Leicester. I'm excited to see what all we can find here. We've seen a little bit so far. Let's go find the rest.
이건 우리의 last call 서로의 밤을 울리던 그 목소리 작은 떨림마저 이젠 사라지네 돌이킬 수 없단 건 우리 모두 알고 있었잖아 다시는 울리지 않을 우리의 last call.
So we've been out for a little while now and we're looking for the Leicester Market. We haven't found it yet. It's near the city center, but I just keep getting lost on my directions. I'm going back and forth up and down these streets, but we just can't seem to locate the place. And as soon as I mentioned that I can't find Leicester Market, here it is, right ahead of us. So it says fish market, but it very much looks like a bank. I love the fact that they repurposed and they didn't take down all of the old infrastructure. It looks really great. The Leicester Market has been in operation for over 700 years, dating back to 1298 when King Edward I granted Leicester the right to hold a market. Today, the market represents Leicester's multicultural community. You can find foods and goods from Asia, Africa, the Caribbean, Europe, all in one place.
Nunca pude imaginar que isso fosse acontecer. Numa bola de cristal vi o futuro transformar. E o que era bom ficou legal. Passarinho da montanha quando chegar voou. Passarinho da montanha quando chegar voou. Passarinho da montanha quando chegar voou. Passarinho da montanha.
Cornish lobsters. Oh, Lord, they're still alive. Live Cornish lobsters. So Blair didn't believe that they were alive, but as you get closer to the lobsters, you can very much see that yes, they are still alive. The crabs are over there making bubbles, so the live brown crabs, this is as fresh as you can possibly get with any seafood. When it's still kicking, you know it's fresh. So there's a wonderful selection of fresh meats and fish and fruits, vegetables. This market is magnificent, but I'm really impressed by the amount of cured meats, charcuterie that I see here as well. That's a really great looking bacon, steamed bacon, smoked bacon, hickory bacon. Wow, it's a great selection.
Pude imaginar que isso fosse acontecer.
Now that is a really wonderful market. Everything is new. I love the fact that the facilities are clearly very new, updated. The fruits and vegetables, the foods, the fish, everything looks wonderfully preserved and in great condition.
The Leicester Seamstress. The statue reflects the female contribution to the local hosiery industry. Most hosiery employees were women working in small workshops or at home.
That was exciting, stumbling up on a wedding. I wish the newlyweds all the joy and peace and happiness for the rest of their lives, and may they live long and prosperous lives at that. That was so exciting to stumble upon that. Always a proponent of getting outside of the major cities within the country. So let's say you're in the United Kingdom, you're here in England, get out of London, get out of Manchester, get out of Birmingham even, get out of the major cities and go to those smaller towns and cities, because that's where the true culture is at. That's where you're going to get to see how those people really live in that country, what it's really like. So here in Leicester, it's a beautiful, quiet morning. It's a Saturday morning, but it's a nice, quiet morning. And I'm getting a wonderful feel for the local culture and the vibe. I love the energy here. Here's a store called Jest with Jest ellipses, and what's really catching my eye from inside the store are wooden toys. I love wooden toys for the twins. Oh, look at the letters, Blair. They have the wooden letters. I like that. I like all the wooden pieces. Okay, so the Highland cow. Do you see it? Do you see the cows? There's a row of cows. Yep. And they're thick too. And then a pig. No, don't put it back. We're taking it. That's what I said. We're getting it. A pig. Big pig. What other animals do you think the twins would like? Giraffe is a good one because it stretches their vocabulary. Lobster or whale. Oh, you know what? The whale is better. I like the whale. To go down, there's a whale. Yeah. The cathedral is smaller than some of the larger cathedrals that I've seen here in England, but I love the fact that they really refurbished it in some places, added on to new sections, but has a long and rich history, which they go into a great detail inside of the cathedral. Right beside the cathedral is the Guildhall, which is a building that's over 600 years old. It was originally a town center or a city hall, but the purpose of it has changed now. Of course, they're not using it for that, but we're going to see if we can walk through it. It's free. You can walk right through it, no problem. They even have a historical section set up so you can get a bit more detail about it. But let's head on in. As a fan of fantasy anime and as a fan of video games, this is absolutely magnificent because anime models after this, and so does video games. They all have guild halls. Here's a treasure chest. And here's another one. These books are written in English, but it would not be in English that would be intelligible to us. It would be written in Middle English, if not Old English. So a lot of Old English and Middle English. If you look at the titles, you can't read most of what those titles say. Oh, this Guildhall is such an impressive piece of history. It talks about the fact that Leicester originally was a feudal town and they paid homage to the feudal lord. If you grew something, you had to give a part of your produce to the feudal lord. It's the feudal system, medieval, and this is a remnant of that time and period. Unfortunately, those steps sound like they're not going to make it. They're firm, but they don't sound as firm as they feel. Here's a water fountain. It says 1770. I think that's a 5. That is a very old water fountain. dating back into a period when I don't know if I would want to drink the water. It would have been safe, but then when it wasn't, it wasn't. If you're familiar with typhoid and some of the other things across history, I don't know if any of that happened here in this particular city. I'm not implying that it is. I'm just saying water used to be very treacherous to drink. But this says the cells. We were always going to leave, and I saw a sign that said the cells. And I remember that the Guildhall would have also had cells to imprison people, well, who broke the rules. Doesn't look too bad. Of course, I don't know what your provisions would have been like in here.
Oh yeah, popcorns.
The irons. Used to publicly display the bodies of the dead and dying criminals to deter others from committing crimes. The reality is that this is a replica, and they had to pay a local craftsman, artisan, iron worker to recreate. So this is a statue for King Richard III, 1483 to 1485. That must be just the years that he was king, which is not his life years, but the years he was king. He was actually reburied here in the cathedral. They talk about him a lot inside of the cathedral. And here is a Visit Leicester Information Center. They're like this. This is really cool. So if you really want to know a lot about the city, want to really dig into the culture and the history, they have a center here that can give you a great more detail. So behind me is a Drury Wall, and it represents one of the largest remaining Roman structures in the United Kingdom. It is a wall that used to be a part of a bathhouse about 2,000 years ago. There's a lot of bathhouses. Of course, you go find bathhouses in the city of Bath, which is also located here in England. But yes, this is a wall related to that. What is impressive about it to me is that it appears to be bricks. And I didn't know that the Romans used a lot of bricks. I should have thought more about what the structures and how Romans built things, but it looks like a normal brick wall to me. You can see that the bricks are larger, but this wall is actually indeed 2,000 years old. It's really interesting. They were still using the same construction methods that humans were using 2,000 years ago. We've evolved, but not that much.
See that this is the former bathhouse, and these are how the rooms were laid out.
Yeah, you can see like the floor plan potentially where the water would have flown, where the rooms would have been, where the baths would have been.
Right.
But the question I have is, where was the water coming from? If there was a bathhouse here, then there should have been a spring or a hot spring of some form of water to be pumped in. Of course, we'd have to do a bit more research to find out exactly how this bathhouse operated 2,000 years ago. Just as impressive as the wall to me is a light which has been taken over by what appears to be grass, birds, and probably mice. Inside this light fixture is an entire ecosystem world. There are insects, there are going to be invertebrates, there could be even a mouse or two living in there, there's plants growing in there, all of it happening inside of this very protected light fixture. And it's right beside this Roman wall. Where everyone else is looking at the Roman wall, I'm a biologist, ecologist, environmental scientist, and I'm looking at this magnificent microcosm of a world. And without even trying, we made a massive circle, and we're right back where we started this morning. We're back at John Lewis a few hours later and much better informed on what Leicester is all about. I love the culture here, and I love what I've seen in this city so far. So let me give you a little bit of my perspective of what I feel about Leicester so far. And from what I can see, I'm looking at this beautiful city center area. I'm looking at the shopping centers here. And what I feel is that this is a city on the come up. I see it. A lot of these things are new, very new in some cases. And I see a lot of new stores still coming into this area. So it's improving. It's getting better. It's evolving. It's modernizing. I think all those things are really great. Yeah, I could really see myself living here if I had to settle down in a place like this. This city center has encouraged me to think that Leicester is a place to put on my map. We walked down here.
Just walked straight. We walked to right there and we turned back.
Where's my boy? Biggie.
Blair cannot resist Jellycat. Anytime she sees Jellycat, we're going to go check it out. Is that a bear spider? Is it Jellycat? A Jellycat bear. I guess it's Halloween themed.
Bartholomew Bear Spider.
Bartholomew bear spider. Jellycat has a whole Halloween line out right now. That's the right theme too. Look, let's pick up this strawberry one. Let's look at those. Let me see that one.
He is toffee apple. It's a toffee apple.
Oh, it's a toffee apple.
It's even better.
But he's Halloween themed. So if you know anything about me, you know anything about Blair, you know we cannot finish a day without getting us a little bit of bubble tea. We're going to Gong Cha, which is still open here. You know the one in Birmingham closed, but the one here in Leicester still going strong.
So I'm picking up another perfume. This time I'm picking up Floor's Not Your Baby. It's a very soft scent, but I like it. I've been looking for like a bedtime scent. I know it sounds silly putting on perfume right when you're getting ready to get into bed, but I like it. I feels like it finishes the whole like I just took my shower thought process. So I'm picking this up. It's a travel size, so it's 32 pounds. I also picked up the Laneige Cream Skin, which is a toner moisturizer combination. I think it'll be great for my skin. I have really dry skin, so I'm always looking for products to help keep my skin moisturized and fresh looking. So I think this will help a lot.
We spoke to several people today and we said, hey, what's great about Leicester? And they all told us everything that was great that we've already shown. And they mentioned how we made it to New Walk, the promenade, to walk along the area where all the Georgian architecture is. I said, not yet, but we will make it there. And so here we are. Wow, they have the Leicester Museum and Art Gallery free to all since 1849. That is really impressive.
The architecture reminds me of Charleston with all the archways and little balconies out coming off the higher floors, and then different colored doorways. It's really pretty.
This is truly a lived-in area, a lived-in park. Someone lost their glasses right here, and someone put them on the fence, and hopefully whoever lost their glasses can find them. If you happen to see this video right here next to the Oval, if you have a pair of lost glasses, you live in Leicester, come check the Oval, and they're on the fence, waiting for you. I mentioned this area is like Bridgerton because of the promenade that you're walking on and the Georgian architecture, but it's so quiet here as well. And you can tell you're definitely deep in a neighborhood, regional area, but the city center is just right over there. It's less than a mile away. But right here, you feel like you've stepped back in time. So we just did a quick pass through of the museum. Not trying to see everything. We'll definitely want to come back with the kids because it does appear to be a very child-focused museum. There are a lot of activities that the kids would really enjoy. So when we come back, we're bringing the kids with us and we're going to check out the museum in detail. You know, there's one thing that stands out to me here on the new promenade, and you have all this Georgian architecture, and you have faux Georgian architecture, things that have been built more recently, but to mirror that style. But behind me is this building, and it says IBM, and I believe IBM did it, built in like the 80s or 70s or 80s, and it's a brutalist style, block style architecture that you put in the middle of a Georgian neighborhood. It just is so tacky to come in and develop something like that. It doesn't match the neighborhood at all. It's blocky, it's a brutalist style, which even the name brutalist lets you know what you're dealing with here, post-apocalyptic. It just doesn't look good. It doesn't match the neighborhood at all. Of course, who am I to complain? It's been here for a very long time. You can tell by the weathering on the building. I think it was built in the 70s or 80s, but it just doesn't match. So this is ending up our day here in Leicester under the sycamores on the new Walk Promenade. This is a magnificent part of the city. I really like it. It's very peaceful here, calming and relaxing. Hey, if you're from Leicester and you know more about your city than what we put in this one video today, be sure to drop down in the comments and let everyone else know around the world, what should everyone else know about Leicester? If there's some more great places that people should go to, put that in the comments. Let them know. If you want to visit Leicester now, hopefully you will. We've shown you enough. I hope you come to visit this city. It's a beautiful city, and I think you can enjoy your time here. I'm looking forward to coming back with the kids. We've enjoyed our day. If you like this content, be sure to like and subscribe. We have other videos on our channel, especially across the UK, where we have gone to different places, different towns and cities, and done the same thing where we tour the city center. We've enjoyed doing that in other places, so go check out that playlist on our channel. And if you want to visit Leicester, well, I hope we've given you more to think about and places to go and see and visit on your own. We're looking to come back with the kids here as soon as we can, and I hope you enjoy yourself, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did like this video, and you like everything else that we do, or even some of it, and if you don't like it, hit that subscribe button either way. It doesn't hurt you, but it definitely helps us. Until next time, take care.